Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel EduVibe. In today's lesson, we are moving to the last topic of the rational expression and the equations, which is the word problems. Word problem basically related to the rational equations, and rational equations are basically related to the rational expressions. So basically, we're doing the word problems with the rational equations. To the distance problems now involve the speed and all the things and distance formula in this too. So John drove the 404 kilometer from the Edmonton to Bath in the same route of the time as the Robert Toto drove 364 kilometer from the Edmonton to Jasper. John drove 10 kilometer per hour faster than Robert, and that what speed did Robert drive? Basically, we have to find the speed in the last. In the last, we have to find the speed in this. So, how can you approach this question? So we can again approach the question by the we want to do by the table if you want. I do with the table again. So now this is a table. We have these three things we want now. So this is for the John and the other one for the Robert. Firstly, we have to do a distance, then speed, then have to find the time. Time you know is the distance divided by the speed. So distance we know this is 404 kilometers and this he travels 364. The speed we don't know basically, but speed is but they mentioned that the John drove 10 kilometer hour faster than the Robert. If the Robert has the speed, we let as x. So what's the speed of the John? It's x plus 10 because it's faster, so it's x plus 10. So one the distance upon speed, so this is going to be 404 upon x plus 10. This is going to be 364 upon x. You know that. Now this both the things they take the same amount of time. If same amount of time, so 404 divided by x plus 10 is equal to 364 divided by the x. Both are equal. Now you just solve for the x because we let x as the speed of the robot. So 404x is equal to 364x plus 3640. We do the cross multiplication in this. Then 404x minus 364x is equal to 36 and 40. So you get about 40 in this. So 360 upon this. You cut the things, you simplest form, and you get the 91 of it. So what's the speed of the robot? We get the 91 kilometers per hour. So the easy kind of question if you do with like table form. The table form is easy for distance problems too. You have to just know about the time is equal to distance upon speed, and the other things you have to know in this that which thing is equal to what. That's all you have to do. Let's move to the next one. The question says the train has scheduled run of 160 km between two cities in Toronto. If the average speed is decreased by 16 km and the run will take half hour longer, what is the average speed of the train? So now you have to find the average speed of the train. So average speed of the train, fine. And we have two trains in this, and we have two cities, right? No, not two trains. We have two cities. They run in both two cities. So we have C1 and we have a C2. I made the in table form. So they run 160 kilometer between two cities. So they have a distance which is travel their same distance. That average speed is decreased by 16 kilometer, and one will take half hour longer. Now when they do the they decrease and they will do the half thing longer after that. So basically, if city in city one this is going to be x, so in city two we take x minus 16. If you want to take, you can city2 as x and city1 as x minus 16. You can do it other way. So now it's 160 divided by x. This 160 divided by x minus 16, which is distance upon speed of the time. Now, they will take a half longer time now. So the 160 divided by x minus 16 minus 160 divided by the x, which goes to the half. Why to the minus? Because they do with decrease in the average speed, so we do the minus in this and they go to half thing. Now we do a common denominator in this. This has to be multiplied by 2x, this to 2x, this 2, and with x minus 16, because this has to be x minus 16 and 2. This is going to be x and x minus 16, x and x minus 16. So all you have to do, and common number goes cut out, and you get 320x when you solve this, minus 320x minus, now 160 divided by 160 multiplied by 16, you get a plus 5120, where minus minus goes to plus, and you get x square minus 16x. Now you have to collect the like terms and maintain the quadratic thing. You get this is equal to 0. Now this is the not solve. Now you cannot solve in by the factorize, so you have to do it by the quadratic formula. So quadratic formula says like minus b, which goes to plus 16, so minus minus goes to plus, plus minus b square minus 4ac. You know how to use that quadratic formula. We already discussed that in the first chapter. And 2 multiplied by 1. So when you do this thing and you get about like 16, that all thing goes to about the 20736, which goes to 144. So 16 plus minus 144, and if you don't do individual thing, you can do first do the plus divided by 2, then you do minus divided by 2. You get about 80 and minus 64. You know that speed can't average speed can't be in the negative form, so this value cuts out and you get only x is equal to 80, which is 80 kilometers per hour, and this is your average speed you have to calculate. That main thing you have to do, that you have to do the minus in this, because it will decrease by 16 kilometers per hour, and one will take a half hour longer, is equal to by half. That's all I have to do. After figuring out the equation, you can just solve for the variable and the thing they want. And so this is how you can do the distance problems. Now we do some number problems, and these are very easy things. So what the question says the sum of the two numbers is 12. The sum of the reciprocals is 3 upon 8. So what are the two numbers? So sum means if we take one as x and another as y, so we get x plus y is equal to 12. From here you can find the value of y, which is 12 minus x. Why we can find value? Because the reciprocals, if we do 1 by x upon 1 by y, the sum of the reciprocals goes to 3 by 8. So we now put the y is equal to 12 minus x to get this same variable in the whole question, and then we calculate the x after we calculate for the y at the last. That's how you can deal with that type of questions. So now we deal with the 1 by x plus 1 by 12 minus x is equal to 3 by 8. This has to be multiplied by 12 minus x and x to a common denominator thing, and the x and 12 minus x. This is multiplied with 8x, 8x, 12 minus x, and x, should be 8, and this 12 minus x and the 8. You know how to solve. So solve for the, now denominator cuts out, you get 96 minus 8x, then plus 8x is equal to 36x minus 3x squared. So now 3x squared minus 36x plus 96 goes to 0. 3 take is common, and you get x squared minus 12x plus 32 is equal to 0. 3 cuts out, you get x squared minus 12x plus 32 is equal to 0 in this. Now to factorize, this is going to be factorized, and you get it by the x minus 8 and x minus 4, I think. Yeah. And you get x of 8 and 4. Get x of 8 and 4. Now the thing is that if your x is 8, so what's your y? So 12 minus 8 goes to 4. And if you get a 4, so your y value is 8. There are two types of things you get in that, but the both answers should be correct. Either way, you can use this, or you can use this, or you can use both. Both answers should be right for this type of questions. Make sure this both words in that thing, which is equal to this, and this words. Yeah. So that's how you can deal with that type of questions. These are easy ones. This is also from the number one, and but I will involve the algebraical thing more in this. So two consecutive numbers are represented by the x and x plus 1. So first number is x, another one is x plus 1. 6 is added to the first number. So 6 is added to the x plus 6, which make. And 2 is subtracted from the second number, which is x plus 1 minus 2, which goes to x minus 2 now. And the quotient of this both is 9. 9 divided by 2 is already determine the two consecutive numbers. What they do? We have x, which goes to x plus 6 now. X plus 1, which goes to x plus 1, minus 2, which goes to x minus 1. We have these two numbers and the quotient. Quotient means that both numbers should be divided. X plus 6 divided by x minus 1 is equal to 9 by 2. Now, do a common denominator thing. You get 2x plus 12 is equal to 9x minus 9. 2x minus 9x is equal to minus 9 minus 12. You get 7x minus 7 is equal to minus 21. Minus minus cancel out. You get about x of about 3. Your x is 3, but you want the first number. Your first number is x plus 6, which goes to 3 plus 6, and you get 9. Your second number is x minus 1, which goes to 3 minus 1, you will get a 2. So these are your two numbers. That's how you can solve these questions, and these are the easy type of questions. You can deal with it. So that's all for this unit for the rational expression equations, and we end that unit and we complete that unit successfully. Now we're left with only one unit of grade 11th math, which is the sequences and series. We started that unit, we started that chapter now tomorrow, and you will get the videos of that and lessons, and after that we will end with the grade 11th math. So that's all for this lesson. Let me see where EduVibe learn smart not harder. Please like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. See you in the next lesson. Till us get it with EduVibe.